Good morning, guys, and welcome to Monday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry I'm just a couple of minutes late this morning. Been a bit of a manic morning, and somehow it's already 11 o'clock. Not quite sure how that sprung upon me so quickly, but I hope you had a really good weekend. Certainly a decent weekend of racing. Maybe not the best in terms of quality, but there was plenty of action taking place and plenty of action on the flat and the jumps as well. So there should have been something for everyone there. Unfortunately, this weekend I saw the inevitable confirmed with Norwich actually being relegated, and it's the championship again next season. So bit of a downer there, but never mind. The racing always picks me up, and it was great to see yesterday. Actually, managed to watch the race at half time, which shows you where my priorities lied a little bit. Yesterday, I managed to watch the premium tip race at 3:45, I believe it was, and it was August Hill, who was at 11-4 when we first tipped this horse the night before the racing, and it was backed all the way into 13-8. And I remember something similar last month happening actually with a Philip Hobbs and Richard Johnson horse that got backed in from similar kind of odds to around about 13-8 again. So that was a really good premium tip winner for us. If you got that 11-4, you're absolutely laughing. I think it was 9-4 available in the morning. So if you didn't quite get the odds the night before, it is, if you are an FRT Gold member, you can join the Facebook group. They go there the night before, and you can have the text sent straight to your phone for no extra cost, absolutely free of charge for Gold members. You can have that, so you do get the tips the night before. So if you haven't got that, make sure you just send me an email, joe@freeracingtips.co.uk, and we can get that sorted for you. If you're not already part of the SMS club, it is vital, because 11-4, although you might think 9-4 is good win only odds, it's not as good as 11-4, and the profit isn't quite as good there. So after a disappointing week of premium tips, you might say, it was actually a little bit strange, because using a 4-point system, if you think about it, we had a 3-1 winner at the start of the week, then 11-4 winner on the last day of the week on Sunday, and that actually meant if you're using 4 points per tip, you would just about be in profit, although a poor few days, and not the best premium tip. Not the best time for the premium tips. Yeah, you are still just about in profit, just a couple of points or so in profit, but on a week that isn't that great, to still land some profit on the premium tips is always great. And let's hope we can do something similar with the premium tip today. Let's hope that sparks a bit of a roll. That would be fantastic. Also yesterday, the next best bet of the day, that was Swabi's Wall. So close. This horse was actually second by a short head, so really close to winning that one and doing a superb premium tip and next best bet double. Wasn't quite to be though, but still a profitable day with a premium tip winning. And as I say, let's hope we can have plenty more winners as the week goes on. And let's hope for a good day today. Just a reminder, this is a Q&A session. If you did want to join in, we'll be around for about 10-15 minutes or so, and you can ask any questions that you might have for me, or if there's any tips that you'd like for the day or anything like that, then please do feel free to just get in touch, and I can sort that out for you, and we can work out what tips it is you'd like. Or if you just got a general horse racing or betting query, please do get in touch as well. That's absolutely fine. You can do so by joining in the Q&A, but if maybe you're not watching this video live, or you haven't got time for a Q&A session, anything like that, then just send me an email, joe@freeracingtips.co.uk. Get in touch via Twitter. We are at freeracingtips7, and then it's facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold if you wanted to join in that Facebook group, where there's not only my tips, my suggestions, and all the tips today, but plenty of members also share their tips and their thoughts on some races as well. So even if perhaps I'm not around for a couple of hours or so, there's always plenty of interaction going on, which I think is great. So today we race from Doncaster, from Lingfield, from Musselburgh, then from Killarney over in Ireland, and then Towcester at Windsor gets underway a little bit later on, Towcester being the only jumps meeting of the day. Should be a really interesting one, looking forward to it, and let's hope for a good day. 6 meetings, always feel a bit spoiled to have 6 meetings on a Monday, but plenty of action taking place, which is great. And we'll start today, as always, by looking at our premium tip, and that goes in the 6:30 at Towcester, and our tip is Nomadic Storm. Now this horse, best price now is 11-8. This just shows the advantage of being a Gold member and getting your tips the night before, because you've got 13-8 on this horse last night. 13-8 was available. Just a bit over 6-4. Some decent. Maybe not the biggest odds we do, and maybe not the kind of odds we really like. But sometimes you just have to go with the horse that you think has completely the best chance. yeah, odds maybe we'd like them a little bit bigger, but 13 to 8 still really, really good win only odds. But now back into 11 to 10, that's a massive, massive difference there. And yeah, you know, it's nearly well, it's a good chunk of in terms of how the odds have gone down. It's a real big chunk there from 13 to 8 to 11 to 10. So hopefully you did get that 13 to 8. If not, you might have just got some of the sort of 5 to 4, 6 to 4 hanging around this morning. But 11 to 10 might just be a little bit short now. Clearly some market support for this horse, who actually won at Newton Abbot over 2 miles last time out, and I think should go well today, even with the £7 penalty. I think the horse actually had a bit in hand last time out and can defy that £7 penalty. And there's not too many other horses in great form coming into this one, I would say. Tom Scudamore is booked to ride again. That's a really positive sign. You know, Tom Scudamore gave the horse a really good ride last time out, and you know, these top jockeys can make the difference. You know, you might think it's all horse really, but the jockeys influence does take, we do have to take that into account massively. And the fact that, you know, this horse wasn't producing the best performances, but then someone like Tom Scudamore, who says in, you know, the top sort of 5 or 6 jockeys in the UK, I'm sure you give him that title, he goes on board and the horse wins. I think that makes a big difference. As I say, the market support is positive, and I think this horse looks to be a good bet, especially if you got that 13 to 8 last night. So that's the premium tip in the 6:30 at Toaster Nomadic Storm at 11 to 10, but was at 13 to 8 when first tipped. Right, so next best bet of the day, it'd be good to see this land as well. That goes in the 340 at Musselburgh, and our tip here is Fly Solo at 5 to 2. Now, this horse was actually second at Catterick last time out, and goes over a slightly longer trip this time, and over a mile. I think there was over 7 furlongs to win last time out, and or the second place last time out, I should say. Sorry about that. And does have a bit of better ground actually today, and I think that could make a big difference. Again, another really positive jockey booking on this horse, with Kieran Fallon set to take the ride. Now, he hasn't actually been in action on this horse before, and I think he could be the man that makes all the difference, and perhaps just gets this horse's nose in front, you know, after that second last time out. Just maybe needs that little bit of extra quality and a bit of class on him, and that can make a really good big difference there. Kieran Fallon taking the ride. I think this horse looks to be good value and should certainly go close. Should enjoy the trip and the ground, and looks to be a good bet. That's the next best bet of the day in the 340 at Musselburgh, and it's Fly Solo at 5 to 2. The Little Earner, that actually goes in the 305 at Musselburgh, so the race just before the next best bet. And our tip here is Ad Vitam. That's Ad Vitam, and this horse is currently at 14 to 1, so some really good each way value there. This horse actually won over 7 furlongs last time out and goes over a mile today. I think the horse would ideally like the ground to dry out a little bit, or, you know, a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of decent weather in the next couple of hours, that's for sure. But then this is going to be a really tough race, but you know, this horse does arrive here in good shape, and that can make a big difference. And I think this, I think Ad Vitam can cause a bit of a surprise. Some might have doubts over the mile trip after that, you know, really good performance over 7 furlongs last time out. But this horse has won over a mile before. Admittedly, you know, it was a little while ago, but I don't think there's too many doubts about the trip. As I say, a little bit of drying ground would be ideal, but I think this horse, who has produced his best performances, no doubt about that, on some sort of, you know, good to firm ground, we're sort of looking on the soft side of good at the moment. And I actually think, from looking at his runs, I actually think this horse will handle this ground and should go well today. And the fact that he arrives here in decent shape, clearly, I think can make a big difference. And I think at 14 to 1, you might be looking at a bit of an overpriced horse here in the 305 at Musselburgh. That's Ad Vitam at 14 to 1. Right, the lucky 15 today. We start off with Deep Resolve, and that's in the 140 at Doncaster. This is a 7 to 4 shot. We then have Fly Solo, the next best bet of the day, in the 340 at Musselburgh. As you know, that's at 5 to 2. Then it's Clapperboard in the 330 at Lingfield. This horse is now at best priced around about 11 to 2, and was actually a 7 to 1 shot when first given out this morning. So a bit of market support for that horse is a real positive there on Clapperboard. And we finish off, of course, with Nomadic Storm in the 630 at Toaster. The potential returns from £1 stakes, which is a £15 bet for this lucky 15. We were looking at around about the 480, 490 mark, and I think with that bit of support for Clapperboard, it's going to be more about the 430, 440 mark, just depending on, you know, what bookmakers have sudden prices. I don't want to give you a definite answer in the video, because in the 10 minutes or so I've been speaking, the bookmakers are changing prices all the time, and it can make a big difference. That's just the general prices available there, but and the sort of estimated potential returns for that one. So that's actually it for today's tips. As you know, no real extra tips or anything like that today. Just from the fact, it's a Monday, it's a bit quiet. There's no big races taking place as such. Plenty of decent encounters and plenty of horses in action. But it's all about a big meeting from York actually this week. You've got another 3-day meeting, a number of Group 2 runs, 2 races, I should say, with some top quality horse taking part in these races. And then on Saturday, it's all about the Lock-in Stakes, of course. It's the Group 1 race, one of the biggest races of the year, no doubt about that, part of the British Champion Series. You've got the likes of Olympic Glory, who's just 6-4 shot in this one. That's the big favourite for the race. But also you have the likes of Tornado, Soft Falling Rain, and Tullius, all entered at this stage. Going to be a wide open race. Not one that looks too much of an anti-post bet market for me. I don't think there's quite enough runners. And I think the prices might just be not wrong, but I think there's going to be a few of these that are entered at the moment that won't run, and maybe some of the prices you get aren't quite true. And it's not one to look at an anti-post point of view for me at the moment. The lock-ins, that will be a little bit later on in the week when we sort of hear a few more whispers from yards as to which horses are running and which horses aren't going to be running, of course, as well. So yeah, that's just about it for today's video. Remember, you can get in touch throughout the day, Joe at freeracingtips.co.uk, Twitter at freeracingtips7, and then facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold. First of all, I just want to apologise as well, actually. I believe I said on Friday or Saturday's video that I'd be able to get the the sort of stats for the week in this video to you, but time just completely ran out this morning, I'm afraid. And if any of you did want to see the stats for the week and how we got on last week, please just send me an email or get in touch via Facebook or whatever. And just as I update the spreadsheets and stuff, probably I'll do that in the next hour or so. Just didn't quite have the time this morning to fill in the weekend's results. I'll do that in the next hour or so, and I can share it with a number of you if you like, and then maybe I can do something in tomorrow's video. What we'll always do, I can guarantee from now, is at the end of the month we'll look at how we got on each month, and perhaps maybe it's better to do it in Saturday's video or something. How we got on, sort of Saturday to Saturday. But we'll see on that one. But yeah, if you did want any of those figures, just send me an email, anything like that, and I can get them to you just in the next hour or so, I would feel. So yeah, thanks for watching today's video. Been a bit of a quiet one really, but we've got through some key points. You now know exactly why we're going for the horses that we are, and I think that's vital. What's coming up this week, we had a little talk about yesterday, so plenty covered. So thanks for watching today. Be another video again tomorrow. Sure, it'll be a little bit of a busier one with a bit more action taking place, can reflect a bit more on the day just gone. So yeah, thanks for watching today's video. I'll speak to you a little bit later on. Hope your Monday isn't too bad. And yeah, let's hope for a really good day of bookie bashing. Thanks for watching today, and I'll speak to you all a little bit later on. Bye bye.